The ship went down, all hands were lost, save for two lovers who in the sea were tossed. She overboard with the wash of a wave, he in a boat trying to her save. All trace of her gone, he wished for his end, but he to the seashore fate did send.
All the waves of us we must, but let's not forget, in faith we must trust. Life's an ocean with sails and storms, so turn into the wind and journey on. Father was the owner of that fated ship, when he thought he lost his daughter on that fatal trip. His heart was broken and his grief set free. He vowed to blame the captain eternally.
I am astounded that such an unworthy coward as yourself can have the gall to bring this news in person.
Sir, if I may suggest, the loss is as great for me as it is for you.
No, you may not suggest. My daughter's life, my only child, lost due to your incompetence and cowardly actions.
Sir, I did everything in my power to rescue her. It is indeed a great misfortune that the sea cast me out, for I would have been far happier to have drowned than to have suffered the loss of the woman I loved so dearly and wished to marry.
Do not speak to me of love and loss. For if truly these were your feelings, this calamity would not have occurred. God is not as callous as all that. All I have to say is, begone. Never set foot in my house again. Never approach a ship where I hover. And for sake, I suggest that you leave this country for good and take your insidious bad luck with you.
Sir, I tried all I could. No man could have done more. The only reason I left the ship in a boat was to look for Margaret. It was the sea which in its might threw me ashore, preventing the search from continuing. Sir, please, try to understand.
Ouch! Enough! I have nothing further to say. Leave me to grieve in peace.
Alone she had drifted alive to shore, where gentle sea folk had offered her succor. Her mind was dark, no knowledge of herself, but they freely giving nursed her back to health. As days passed by and memory returned, I need to know the fate of the ship burned, for she did not know if any had survived. With help of her saviors to whom she arrived.
My daughter, alive! 3 weeks and you sent no news. Where have you been?
Father, I knew not where I was, or even who I was. Some kind fisher folks found me washed on the beach of their isle. They had heard no news of shipwreck, so all they knew was to tend me back to strength. And with my strength came back my mind. As soon as I knew who I was, I made back my way to you through their generosity.
You shall be repaid 100 times over. But come, let me see you. Why the veil?
Oh, no, Father. My face has suffered. It is not to be seen by human eyes. I'm ashamed. It is surely some great punishment for some great evil work done in this life. But enough of me. What of the ship? The crew? And of Jacob?
It was an atrocious storm. The ship, the crew, all were lost. None survived.
Not even Jacob? But I heard tales on my journey home that the captain alone had survived, although none had seen him or knew where he was.
No! That incompetent coward who almost cost me your life, and indeed inflicted such an injury that the world will never see your beautiful face again, is gone. Gone, never to be seen again.
Then I have lost all hope for happiness. For it is only he who I believed could still love me for what I am, beneath the hideous nature of my new visage. It would have better been that I drowned.
Oh, come, my dear. It isn't so. Time will heal. And once again, your life will bear fruit.
Keep to yourselves and don't bother one another if you want to keep your place on my crew. Now off with the both of you and leave me to enjoy my evening.
Oh, Mr. John! Long time no see.
That's as it may be. Here, serve me till my silver's finished and I'll be gone.
You sailing tomorrow, I hope?
Day after.
Oh, well, I don't know why you stick with this captain. He's as gruff and as rough as when he showed up 7 years ago. No man is that cold.
Say what you will about his character. He knows the winds and the tides like no one I've ever sailed under, and I'd be rather on his ship than any other in a storm.
Old Dog John. Ha! Now there is a name with many a tale to it.
That's as it may be. Will you have a drink of my bottle and keep me company a while?
I'd like to. They say there is not a tale about the sea that you don't know.
I've traveled surely much wider than you have. And I know anything there is to see out there on the waters.
Ha! On that you're wrong.
Oh!
I wager I've seen all that you have, and more. In fact, I'm sure that there is one tale you've never even heard of. Let's alone see him.
You speak like someone who sailed the oceans rather than wandered its shores. But even if you have been aboard a ship or two, there's no way you could have been to all the places I have sailed to.
Oh, my man, how little you know beyond the rigging of your own experience.
Yes.
There is so much to feel and be, if only you would look around and notice.
Well, then, place your silver, open your ears, and listen to the tale I tell. Have you seen a lizard basking on a rock, waiting for the moonlight to turn into a flock of evil crawling beauties using the night skies, returning in the morning as the sun does rise? Have you seen it? 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 Have you seen it?
Of course, I've seen the lizard flying through the night. But do you know the serpent that dazzles with its light, luring in its prey from the dark depth below? The last thing that they see before digesting is the glow.
Have you seen it? 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 Have you seen
it? Of course I've seen the serpent brighten up the gloom, but have you heard the siren that draws you to your doom? Voices singing sweetly, telling you of your dreams, lulling you to a false until you awakened by your screams.
Have you seen it? 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 Have you seen it?
Of course, I've seen the siren piercing your soul. But have you seen the giant hill makes the ocean bold? Fangs as long as dead man's gaze, pressed like a rotting well. With one flick of his butt, it ripped your soul.
Have you seen it? 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 Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen the giant eel, I've teeth of his to show. But have you been to the southern part where the sun is never low? Where birds will swim and fish and fly, the wind blows round in a spin, and whales sit in a house and take a ship in a flick of a fin.
Have you seen it? 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 Have you seen it?
Do you know an elixir that will hold your age a while? Each and every morning from a spring on a Nile. And a merry hand of lady Ikes who sail from this place, that bragged of any sailor that never seen their face.
Have you seen it? 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 Have you seen it?
Watch the omen this time, for a woman will bring you close to your doom when land is not in sight.
In that, she'll be wrong. That captain never lets a woman put a foot even on a gangplank, let alone on deck. There's no way a woman will bring me to my doom at sea, at least not on that ship. Let's drink to the last of the evening. Get the new ones here, let me see them.
Aye,
You show me the sheets when you're done. And you make sure that you get the fresh grains first light, and none of that slop you got on the last voyage.
That was due to the weather. Out of my hands, nothing I could do about it. I get the best I can for the price you give me. Which, if I may say so, is barely enough to feed this lot for the weeks we'll be out.
Stop your blubber and get on with your work. The captain will be here soon, the sun is near past the yard arm. Billy, get yourself hip. There you are. This is it. Have you told them the way it will be and the captain's preferences?
I told him.
Right, let me have a look at you. First time at sea, huh? Well, we'll see what's in your legs by tomorrow evening. Now, make sure I don't have to call you or come and find you. Do your work as Billy tells you, and you will not see me. But if I have cause to speak to you again, it will be a damn lot rougher than this. Now scram and get the boat ready.
Aye,
Well, I'm done with the stores, dog. I will be out for the last of the ropes. They will be ready by noon.
Aye, Ishmael. Be quick, but don't you stop for a drop. Last night was yours, today you're my master. Huh? And wait up. Let the captain have his say before you move off. Aye, sir, she's nearly done. We are certain to catch the early tide tomorrow and within the westerly.
Good man, John. Lieutenant, check the birds. I had a letter from the owners this morning that 2 passengers will be aboard for the voyage. It didn't say who they are or anything whatsoever about them, just that the berths should be clean and comfortable.
Yes, sir, I'll check them out.
Make sure the men are up at first watch for the early start. Serve the grog and draw the planks so none are tempted ashore for a final
That's for
farewell.
sure. Last night was theirs, now they are all yours. If you don't mind me asking, who might these passengers be, sir? Cabins being scrubbed? We need no ill luck this time.
I'll thank you to keep your tales to yourself. Orders from the company are to expect 2 passengers and to accommodate them until we reach port. And those you'll follow, same as me.
Hey, you! Get your back into it! Get the crew moving. I want this lot done before the sun starts to fall. It's late in the season already and there can be no delay.
Yes. Come on, you regular, get yourself moving.
One more time a-sailing, a-cooking for this lot, a-pearls before the swine, I cook the daily grog. I'm wasted on this motley bunch, I'm cream of all the cooks. I should be serving kings and dukes and not these thieving crooks.
All hands aboard, lads, all hands aboard. She's sailing on the voyage, today's her last ashore. So God's got a plenty as to finish up my toes. All hands aboard, lads, all hands aboard.
the captain, he's our master. Tough and hard but fair. We'll survive and jump for storms underneath his care. We'll strut the decks and punch the brass and keep it spick and span.
Yeah. I hope all is ready with the ship. Oh, may I have the pleasure of introducing our passenger for the voyage, Mrs. Gladwell, Madam Captain Jacobs.
Madam, all is shipshape and seaworthy. If you'll just give me a few moments with the doctor, I will attend to your needs shortly. Doctor, Mr. Witherby?
We have only been acquainted for 3 voyages, but in that time I have come to respect you as an able and admirable man, and hopefully you have developed some modicum of respect for my abilities as a commander.
Indeed, Captain Jacobs, I have. You are the most able and capable master at sea.
Thank you. Then let me tell you frankly that it is impossible that this woman travel aboard this ship under my command. It is simply out of the question. For reasons I choose not to divulge, I have resolved never to be at sea with a woman.
Captain Jacobs, I see that there is great passion in the manner of your speech, and I would never question the resolve and the motivation that you display. However, my understanding is it is the owner of the ship and not the captain that determines what is to be transported on each and every voyage.
That is the truth, but sir, I implore you to use your influence with the owners of this vessel to convey my firm resolve not to allow passage to this or any other woman aboard the ship I command.
Captain Jacobs, I'm afraid anything that I might convey to them would be of no consequence. In fact, they themselves seem to have preempted your reticence by instructing me to inform you that you are under contract to carry out their wishes. And the penalties are extremely severe if you in any way refuse to follow their orders.
But this is preposterous! Those conditions were not set for a situation such as this. They were designed to ensure the safety of the commodities they wish to transport.
Well, it seems they wish you to transport this commodity, and they are very clear about this.
I'll be damned. Let us not delay any further. Please convey to the commodities that Lieutenant Stone will be responsible for their needs, and that they are to obey his instructions at all times, as these will be for the safety of the ship. They are not allowed on bridge or on deck while I am there. In fact, I wish never to be made aware of their presence aboard my ship. Now I have some papers to bring aboard to the harbor.
Captain? It's all right, Lieutenant Stone. The captain has some business to attend. He's a little anxious to be underway. I'll show the ladies the way to their cabins.
At last, someone will appreciate my artistry. I'll need some extra budget for getting provisions for the ladies, like.
Of all the ill omens and fated luck, if all the serpents remain coiled, I still fear for the dark blue. You need what? There is no more budget. You have spent or at least drunk it all. Now get on with your work. First and get your crew moving. This thing is foolish. What do you think you're doing? This is a ship, not a fancy store. Can't you claim it better than that? Put your heart into it. Don't just wipe it. Polish it.
I'm trying to. Just one comrade.
You don't try on my ship, you do. And what's more, you redo the entire rail before the moon rises.
That is doing more.
I better do.
Work your elbows.
Ah, I tell you, lads, it ain't right. No good will ever come of this. This ship never had to carry a lady before. And I have been on all the voyages she ever sailed. You too, Ishmael, there's not a plank you haven't worked. And none of them ever had to bear a woman's weight before. I tell you, it ain't right.
Oh, Doc, what's gotten into you? You've been acting queer ever since we left harbour. It's not like you. Normally, we're out of sight of land. Nothing keep your spirits down.
It's not like you. Nothing will come of it. We sailed this patch of ocean many a time, and I never see a fairer sky than today's. Look.
That's what it may be, but maybe that's my point. One extreme leads to another. Now, that horizon is clear. But you know, as much as myself, it doesn't take more than a whistle to change the wind, so wind blows. And another thing. Look the way the captain is. He knows too. He is never on deck at the same time as her. Lieutenant Stone has to shadow her about the deck, and the doctor conveys her needs. Is that not so?
Aye, that's true. She eats alone in her cabin, or with the doctor. The captain hasn't said a word to her. And what's more, he's in a foul mood, the likes of which I've never seen before.
And more than that, he scans the horizon as if he's waiting for the storm.
No, enough.
He's caught the fear, and he'll bring it down to the sword.
No, enough. Don't speak like that, or you will be the one that brings it down. Now, come on to work. There is plenty to be done. If the captain comes and see how many idle parapets, he will give us the taste of the wind.
No chance of the cheese up on the forecastle. But anyway, you're right. Come on, lads. Get ready for the evening watch.
How are you, my dear? But for everything, the evening is a splendid one.
Oh, Uncle, is it? I find the atmosphere terrible. And even if I cast my eyes to the west, all I see is that faint red smudge that foretells of strong weather ahead.
Mrs. Gladwell, I think it is wise that we maintain our titles and our ears in every corner aboard the ship.
Oh, Uncle, I'm so tired of this. There is no one up here that can hear us. And for once, let it be the normal, simple way. I'm growing so tired of this pretense. And to be honest, my plans seem to have misfired on all fronts. Perhaps the only outcome of this adventure will be an addition of a good ship and a fine captain to my late father's company.
Mrs. Gladwell.
Uncle!
All right, Margaret. But just for this evening. You need to give it time and wait. I'm sure that the events will create an opportunity. He has a great wound, one so great that not even a lifetime is long enough to heal it. Remember, he does not even know that you are alive, let alone the one with a veil aboard his ship. To him, you represent a sad and a painful memory, not a hope of the future.
It was a mistake to come. It is impossible. He is impossible. His character is so changed. He has lost the gentleness that set him so far above all the other captains and had his men ready to take any risk for him. He might still be a fine sailor, but amongst the men, I hear resentment and mutterings.
That much is true. But again, how much it would change if he knew you were alive and well. Why not lift up this veil and let him see with his own eyes? Why this artfulness, this charade?
Uncle, I vowed that no man would see my face again. And this is how it shall be. Even he will not see the ugliness that has become me. That is my vow.
Oh, Margaret, you have suffered so much, and still you punish yourself further. So be it. I hope that the mystery of the sea will work its way, and somehow time will show us. I bid you good night now. Do not tarry on the deck for too long. Your faint red smudge has become stronger, and although the moon has risen, I fear you might be right, and a strong weather is coming our way. Good night.
I searched, I found, and I've fallen. I've looked wrecked as a scream. I searched, I found that I've fallen. I looked, I've seen and I've cried. For a moment my heart was open, but now that flame, has died.
Never in all my life at sea been through a storm like that. You see, bad omens were upon us. It's only thanks to you, Ishmael, and your skill with the beams that we are not at the bottom right now.
That was the mightiest storm that ever come out from a clear night sky. But wasn't thanks to the timber. Bad omens or not, there was something that keep us right last night and was not of man or matter. We'll sail, but we'll keep us twice as long with all this damage we have taken. Stranger and stranger, all of the time, weirder and weirder, it just isn't fine. What more could go wrong? Well, I hate to say, but I wanna be surprised of what comes our way.
We've both got our histories and seen what we've seen.
We traveled the ocean and been where we've been.
But this time around it feels like a curse.
Like a shadow descending, it's gonna get worse. It's getting stranger and stranger all of the time. Weirder and weirder, it just isn't fine. What more could go wrong? And I hate to say, but I wanna be surprised at what comes our way.
I had last night in the storm.
Well, all I can say, I was glad he was stoned.
Terrible demons awake from the deep,
casting their net and get what they reap. It's getting stranger and stranger all of the time. Weirder and weirder, it just isn't fine. What could go wrong? Well, I hate to say, but I wanna be surprised at what's
remember Cochin, the rats went ashore. The albatross left 3 weeks before. With being in the doldrums, winds to the sun, ran out of fresh water and scurvy was nigh. It's getting stranger and stranger all the time. Weirder and weirder, it just isn't fine. What more could go wrong? Well, I hate to say, but I wanna be surprised of what comes our way.
Look, stop, man! There's no time to be wasted bantering. Keep the crew lively. There's plenty of work to...
Ah, sir. But where's the captain? I have seen him last night on the wheel. It was as if he were riding a ghost ship. His face was that white.
I'll tell you why his face was as white as a ghost. He knows. That storm only came about because we were forced to carry that lady.
Keep your thoughts to yourself, bosun, and don't let any of the crew hear you speaking like that.
Ha! As if they ain't thinking for themselves. They've figured it out, and they're mighty restless, I can tell you. Aye, there she is, the source of our woes. Come on, lads, move to it. There's more to be done than mending the nets before noon.
Man over starboard! Bringing in the water!
Call the captain! Lieutenant, come forward!
He's tied to the mast! Can't say if he's alive!
First mate! Lower the scuttle! Bring him up!
Aye, sir!
What's about? There's a survivor in the water! Not one of ours! Looks like we were not alone in the storm last night.
Scuttle away!
That it is, sir! Shall I call the doctor?
No need for that. I'm about. Morning, Doctor. That was a storm last night.
Indeed it was. The like of which I may have seen only once in my life before. Only that ended in a very different way.
They pulled him out of the water! Can't say if he's alive!
Nothing else to see out there save for a few floating crates. Look out! Keep a keen eye, a crown for those that spot anything of interest.
Amazing to think that only one can survive from the whole ship. My God, we were lucky last night.
It's not luck, just the will of the ocean. Look lively, lads! Bring him up!
Here you are!
Careful, does it? Stand back now!
Breathing just. Not much more than that.
Here. That's it, that's it. That's it. Get the groan and something for his head to rest on.
Not him, sir. Her.
I'll be damned.
Call the lady. I'll need her assistance. And tell her to get some salts.
Captain? Well, yes, I suppose. Jump to it, quick about. Any sign of life? Is she breathing?
Yes, yes, she's there. But only just, although there's a nasty gash on the head. Must have been hit in the storm by something heavy.
Unbelievable. She's exactly the same age.
The same age? The same age as whom, Captain? The same age.
Here are the salts, Doctor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And here, put this under her head.
All right, right. Right. Now let's see if we can get any water out of her lungs.
Any sign of who she is?
Not much. From her hands, I would say she was a worker. But from her dress, she has wealth to spare. And here, in her hand, there's a pouch she's gripping tightly.
There. Oh, it's a bottle. It's magnificent and strangely embossed.
Indeed, it is a unique piece. It's empty. What would it be used for?
I don't know. Perfume, perhaps. Can I do anything, Doctor?
Not up here. I think it's best that we take her down to a bed. There we can dress the wound and check her more thoroughly. Come, pick her up. Pick her up. Careful as you pick her up.
Will she live?
I don't see why not. Her lungs are clear of water and she's breathing easily. Let's see how long it takes her to wake up.
Well, at least we're on the up. To pull someone alive from the sea is as good a sign as any. Extra rations of grog for the men! And Chaucer, a little extra dinner for us all tonight. Don't mind. Doctor, you'll join us, won't you?
Yes, yes, and perhaps the lady as well.
Aye. Perhaps that would be nice.
The captain's cheered up finally.
Aye, that's for now, but let's see who that is. Oh, come on, John. Get the gloom away from us. The storm is over, the captain's brighter, and we just black one from the blue. Aye, as I say, let's see.
A toast to you, Captain. The storm's done. I will soon be back on course.
The captain.
The captain!
Thank you, Stone. I'll be happier once we're back to the waters, I know. That was for sure a mighty storm. It's blown as farther south than I've ever been before. There's nothing on the charts for miles around. Anyways, we're obviously not the only ship to have been blown this far down. Talking of which, any news of our survivor?
Nothing to speak of, Captain. The lady and myself tended to her immediate souls, and her breathing seems to be stable enough. I'll hazard a guess that she'll be round in a day or two and will be able to tell us her story.
Any other indications of who she is?
None at all, only the bottle.
The bottle? I'd quite forgotten. You have it on you?
Yes. Ah, here. It is quite a beauty, isn't it? Pearls and pewter. Oh my goodness, this is strange.
What is it, Doctor?
I could have sworn that it was empty when I put it in my pocket, but now it feels quite full.
It must be the seawater. She must have been adrift for quite some while.
I'm not so sure. I'm quite certain it was empty.
May I see, Doctor?
Of course, madam.
Most odd indeed. For the cap is tightly screwed on. And see, it leaks not a drop when turned on its head. Might I try to open it?
Please.
There. It's tight but manageable. This is certainly not seawater. Oh, it has the most pleasant of aromas. Oh. And see, it has the most pleasing color.
May I, madam? Thank you. Why, it smells of the finest liquor. Captain, let us try a drop. It's most inviting.
I don't think it's advisable, for poisons also can be quite beguiling in their smell.
No. No, Doctor, it cannot be that such a fair and sweet-smelling liquid would be a poison. And why would it be the only thing that she had on her person? No, it must be some most rare and precious tonic she was not prepared to part with. I say, we toast to her recovery with it.
Perhaps, as a precaution, we could ask one of our men to taste it first.
Aye, indeed. Let Chaucer be our guide. Chaucer!
Sir, I hope the meal was to your liking. I took great pleasure in creating it within the limited provisions at my disposal. Madam, was it acceptable?
Quite. Here, taste this liquor and tell us your opinion.
Oh, thank you, sir. My pleasure. Thank you for the invitation. Ooh. Most delightful and inviting smell.
This we know, man. Taste it. Just taste it. Tell us if there is any hint of bitterness, if it is poison or not.
I beg your pardon? You what? can't believe it, I've done all I can. All me aspirations gone down the pan. Nobody can see the genius in me heart, and now they want me to die. My mum and dad gave me a bright new start with what they had and love straight from the heart. But circumstances have knocked me down, and for all these years I've tried not to frown. But this really takes the bucket. I can't believe it, done all I can. All me aspirations gone down the pan, and nobody can see the genius in me heart, and now they want me to die. I should have had the world at my feet, bring me food to the royal seat. These last few years I'm swimming in slops, and with this command the penny drops. And this really takes the bucket. I can't believe it, I've done all I can. All me aspirations gone down the pan, and nobody can see the genius in me heart. And now they want me to die. I could have cooked caviar and roasted prawns and champagne cocktails and tender fawns, a sweet delight from Turkey or Spain. But all this talent is offered in vain. And this really takes, and this really takes the bucket. Most refreshing and delightful taste, and not a hint of bitterness.
Right then, I propose we drink a toast to the recovery of the patient, so that she might reveal the source of this pleasure. To the patient.
To the patient. Indeed, it's most pleasing, and the associated feeling most pleasurable.
This is the best I ever tasted.
Perhaps one more? A toast to a speedy and successful end to our voyage?
Not for me, Captain. I've already drunk more than I should have. But thank you for this most pleasant and enjoyable evening. I would like to retire and leave you gentlemen to relax.
As you wish, madam. And thank you for assisting the doctor this morning. I hope our fellow traveller will be with us soon for an evening such as this.
I'm sure she will. And it is the least I could have done. Good night, gentlemen.
To the voyage!
To the voyage!
To be honest, I'm very tired all of a sudden. If you'll excuse me, I have to check on the patient before I retire.
Oh, indeed. I too will retire now, but before you go, let me ask you one thing. Doctor, you said you knew nothing of Mrs. Gladwell's origins. Is that quite true?
Indeed, it is, Captain. Why do you ask?
There's something about her. And if I'm to be quite truthful, then I would say that ever since I heard her speak this morning, a certain calm has entered me. At first I thought it was the storm that brought it on. But now, the more I hear her voice, the more I feel it.
Perhaps it is her acquaintance you have made previously.
Maybe, but then why would she fail to recognize me? I am who I am, and though I am far from where I was born, I have changed nothing of my appearance or my name.
Well, Captain, I would be more than a ship's doctor if I could answer questions of that nature, wouldn't I? Good night, gentlemen. Let's see what the morning will bring.
Sir, have you seen the doctor or the captain this morning?
Nay, I haven't. All is quiet, and the course is set. There is no need to create any disturbances. Of those we had enough.
Oh Lord, be sure there are more to come. There is some strange, obscure power at work upon this ship. I must find the doctor.
For what? Oh, has the caster be stirred? What news of her?
Of that I know nothing, but my lady is struck by some strange affliction, and she won't even open her cabin door. Oh, I must find the doctor.
Ship, burn down from south-southwest.
Oh, no doubt another survivor of the storm. Go to, lad. Call the captain.
Aye, aye.
Ah, sure, sir. Can you talk sense this morning, or have you caught the strange affliction of the lady?
Well, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just bemoaning my luck.
For what?
Last night, in the captain's cabin, they pulled out the bottle of the castaway. It was filled with a rare draught.
What?
They offered it to me to drink. But being the fool I am, I just pretended to drink it.
Oh.
And I missed all the pleasure they had.
What do you mean you pretended? You turned down the liquor, and you're telling me there's nothing queer with you this morning?
They had a doubt. They thought it might be a poison. So they chose me to chance my life over theirs. But I was wise to this, and rather than be their donkey, I merely pretended to drink it and told them it was good. But as it turned out, it was the best drink they'd ever drunk.
It serves you right, you disloyal dog of the sea. But it shows there is some hidden wisdom in this grease-addled mind of yours. I would have done the same.
The captain is sick, sir. He told me to call Lieutenant Stone, but he is also confined to the cabin. So I reported back to the captain, and he told me that you should take charge of the ship. Ship burn down.
See, sure, sir. It's right that you didn't drink that draft. Now let's meet the survivors of the storm and fellow travelers of the sea.
Ship aside.
Let them pull along.
We thank you for the warm welcome, lad. Now, what might we have found ourselves on this quiet and peaceful day?
Blood on the beams of your hull. We are truly cursed. The worst storm ever just abated, and now we are overrun by female rats. The tale of the gypsy is beginning to come true.
I'll be the judge of that myself. Now, where's the captain of this lucky vessel? A cowardly rat hiding in his cabin? Bring him out and anything else that might be scuttling down below.
On our way, Jezebel. I'm the captain. And you? Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I?
She is Jezebel, pirate queen, scourge of all ships that sail our way.
Indeed, I am. Ladies, gather what we need. Search the hold. We'll not tarry long amongst these God-forsaken rats. And you, my little urchins,
may be brave and a bit reckless, but that doesn't make you the captain. You! Come here! With a belly like that, you must be the cook. And a weak-willed one at that. Delilah, sharpen your knives. Skin him alive until he talks and tells us where the captain is.
Oh, my pleasure. I love a good squealer.
Yeah, leave him alone. There's no need for your barbarities. The captain's below. Last night him and his officers drank off a dangerous bottle, and they're all sick.
Where would the fun in life be without a little of our barbarity?
The captain is sick. It's better that you do your will and leave.
Oh, we will.
It's who we are, it's what we do. We sail the seas and take whatever we can needs. We're happy and free, we're nice and wild, and we take our treasure home with us. We're the girls of the ocean with our backs to an emotion, with golden jewels of abundance, all and then we come to town, and the early morning sun makes the air for all our fun, but the nights for all our passion and delight. It's who we are, it's what we do. We sail the seas and take wherever we are please. We're happy and free, nice and wild, and we get our treasure home with us. We're the ladies of the sea, actors well and dancing queens. So we're making such a fuss, burn your bras and come with us. It's a secret that we hold, it prevents us getting old. Take the chance and come and join us in the dance. It's who we are, it's what we do. We sail the seas and take whatever we download please. We're happy and free, nice and wild, and we take our treasure home with us. We're the pirates of the waves, ships we board with eagle blades. Drive the crew into the water and you let the killers talk. Walk the back and beat the fishes, stand and face us if you wish. Be prepared to meet your doom in any way. It's who we are,
That's who we are.
it's what we do.
It's what we do.
We sail the seas and take whatever we down our knees. We're happy and free,
Happy and free.
nice and wild, and we get our treasure home with us.
Ha! Young lady with a veil. Today is your lucky day. You can leave your pathetic and boring life behind and join our merry band upon the seas. What say you?
I would never join you in your wicked ways.
Too bad. You'll have no choice. Now, bring me the captain.
There's no one below save for Lizzie, who's out cold, and this one who claims to be the doctor.
Lizzie's aboard? So, indeed you are the captain. And the one next to you, your trusted lieutenant, who drank with you last night.
You understand this strange and wicked curse? Who the hell are you and what is it about?
Lizzie, she drank or not? Tell me.
Not a drop. She's been out cold since we pulled her from the sea. Now what is this all?
Too bad. She was so close. But let us not dwell on the past. It is for the now that we live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me suppose, by some strange and unexpected quirk, a bottle came into your hands, and it was empty until last night, when the moon rose full and it filled with the most wondrous and ambient nectar, which, after a moment's hesitation, you drank. It was, after all, alluring and beguiling. By the looks of your youthful state, I'd say you drank 3 or 4 times.
Indeed, you speak the words as if you were standing outside the porthole, watching the whole evening.
Bring the bottle here now!
Here, have it. How do you know so much? And pray tell, what the devil is it?
Finally! Finally! Yeah! All these years of being bound to the island. Yeah! We're free. Yeah! Free to roam the seas. Yeah! As wide as we please. Yeah! Surely this is the greatest luck anyone could have brought us. And so, my friends, for that is what you are for having brought me such great fortune. Hear your fate, and hear it well. You have drank the elixir of life, which flows from a spring upon the island to which we have been bound. Yeah. You could have drank but one drop, and ceased to age, as I have these past 100 years. But you drank to excess. And now, your years are gone. What will happen the next full moon? I don't know. That is not my concern. Let us depart, ladies, and leave them to their fate. Burn the ship! Yeah! Light the torches! Set fire to the rigging!
Madam, really, you can't. The youngsters, my heart would bleed for eternity.
Oh, sweet madam, you have so much to learn. But why not? They have, after all, brought me that which I have longed for. I'll give them a chance. And save your bleeding heart. I hate having depressed people around me. Set sail and find your way. Madam, the time has come for you to join our merry band.
Margaret!
get him, lads!
Stand down, that man. I know strange things are afoot. No man can be blamed for his thoughts or actions. Up till now, no blame, no repercussion. Now stand down.
I don't think so, sir. It looks to me like nothing is right. And for us, that means each man for himself. That's how the men have given me the lead for him. You might have let us well when you were a man, but now we can see no reason to follow a boy. Put your weapon down or we'll push you aside.
Not a time for a muscle, bosun. You and your fellows, stand aside, or I'll put you down. If I'll need to, I'll run through every mutineer and sail the ship with any that are left. Now stand down and recognize me for the man that I am. A captain is not made by brawn, but by brain. And even though the potion may have changed my body, my mind is as sharp as ever. Listen, men! He's taken you all in storm and scrap. Now let it be, and give him your loyalty once more.
Aye, sir, but where to?
Yeah.
An unknown island filled with the devil's own crew? There's no purpose for us there. And like as not, no return either. He's chasing ghosts of a lost love. And that might be all right for a man such as you. But for us, what's it worth?
What's it worth? Oh, if I may have a say in this merry meet, what you've got before you is a captain who, though he looks like a boy, has enough wit and skill to outmatch you all. Therefore, who better to command this ship?
Well, I can't be said, but who the devil are you?
This you may find out if we have enough time. Right, you reckless rabble. Let's talk about a little motivation.
What?
Something that will talk to your heartstrings. Gold! Ruby! Diamonds! More treasure than you have ever seen. Imagine a land full of plunder pirated away and stored simply for the sake of having it. More treasure than would fit in this ship and 10 others the same time. Imagine if you could each take as bag, as heavy as you could carry. Would that not suffice for a lifetime?
Yeah, it would, but
Right, lads, you shall have just that. Jezebel and her crew will never know what happened. They only go to the cave to put plunder in. And as for the captain, he can mend his broken heart.
You speak well, woman. But what strange magic has brought you to our deck? For 7 years, not a single woman stepped on my ship. And now, since the past few days, we've had more than you would find in a fish market.
Surprisingly enough, I am the one you pulled from the water after the storm.
impossible! The one we picked from the sea was 21 at most. And now you, 3 or 4 times that age.
And how old was the captain when you pulled me from the sea? 40? Maybe a little less. It's all right, I know your story. As I lay in the doctor's cabin,
immobile and paralyzed, I could hear everything. I know you're trying your chance for love, and that's why I'm helping you.
You're one of the pirates. And that's how you know about their treasure. But how are you in the water? And with that bottle, where did it come from? And oh my goodness, you seem to age before our eyes as we speak.
That's a story I may not have enough breath to tell. But I will try. Jezebel had heard rumors about the potion, but we never knew if it was real or where it was. During the time on the island, it became an obsession until we would draw lots once a month as to who should go and find it. We knew if we didn't find it, we would grow old, as I am now. Nobody ever returned, but then I got lucky and met the sea gypsy and managed to clutch it from her grasp.
And you were on your way back to the island when the storm struck, a day before the moon was full.
Yes, and it seems you have drunk the potion instead of me.
So what will happen to us if the next full moon we fail to drink from the spring or the bottles?
That you never can tell. With each one, it's different. You just have to wait and see. Oh, I feel as if the weight of the world was on my shoulders. It's so difficult to die so suddenly.
Take a moment's rest. Stone, doctor, come here and tend her needs. When she's strong again, she can tell us of the island, the treasure, and where I might find Jezebel and those she has taken from us. Look lively, lads! Ishmael, we're in your hands. Get the ship seaworthy so that you can sail with the wind, and I'll get you all back alive and wealthy men.
Yeah!
I know I'm gonna survive and bring her back forever.
passed away. The strangest sight I've never seen. But at the end, she was filled with gentleness. She spoke about the need for love. And however many years live mean nothing unless one finds it.
Ah, that's as it may be, but she is gone now, and she's kept too many secrets to herself. We don't even know the island's bearing.
Don't worry about that. She made sure before her last breath to give me the navigation of the island. And where the treasure can be found.
Then let's set course with what little sail we can master. We need to arrive before the moon is full again.
All right, sir. We go our separate ways. Wish you good luck. We'll see you back before dawn. If not, we won't wait a moment longer.
Aye, first mates. That's the deal. Lieutenant Stone will be with you. Trust his navigation. And you run the crew. Together you can run a fine ship.
Are you sure you don't want me to accompany you? An extra pair of eyes is always helpful.
No, it's my folly. It's better that you stay with crew and help them when needed. Besides, I can move faster and swifter alone.
She never mentioned anything of this nature. 'Tis surely the Devil's Island. I'm not sure I'm needed here.
What must stay here alone? And you think we take the treasure back for you, do you? No, you will stay here with us, and that's that.
Stay quiet. There is something in the forest.
I say, finally someone with whom I can have a reasonable conversation. Now, who shall I address as captain?
That you can do to me.
Ah, excellent. I've been waiting for another captain to come along. Rangadoo is the name. How do you do? Captain Rangadoo. Lovely island and all that. But the company around here is a little rough, and to be totally frank, a little on the anti-male side. Been having a go at the potion, have you? I couldn't get near the spring. I've never tried it myself.
Enough of this tittle-tattle, Delvin. Are you saying you have been living on this island for years, all alone with them women?
For quite a few too many years, if you ask me. Shipwrecked, you know. Washed up. Couldn't believe my luck at first. But quickly found I was wrong in the first degree. Talk about chip on the shoulder. How do you do? I'm Rangadoo. I'm a cross between a rat and a kangaroo. I'm just a washed-up sailor who thinks he is a failure cause he never reached Australia. How do you do?
I say cut his throat and leave him to rot. He'll most likely give us away with his madness.
Wouldn't be so quick. He has survived long enough on this island. There is help and guidance he can give us if only we can keep him calm. Let me speak with him. Rangadoo. There is a rumor of a cave on this island where the ladies keep the treasure in.
Ah, yes, indeed. There's a track. It goes up the hill from here. After about an hour, you come to a tree. Crack down the middle by lightning. To the left of the tree, there's a rock with a crack in it. But what about this young lady you've come to rescue? That's much more interesting.
How do you know that? You've seen her?
Of course I've seen her. Not only that, I've heard her say that the young captain will come to rescue her as soon as the moon is full. A bit late for you lot. The moon is full tonight. You better get a move on if you want to get to the drinking party.
And the path for that?
This way, please.
No, I'm fine. I can manage alone.
I'm sure you can manage alone. But what makes the fun No chance. It's nobly so dull and boring around here. Follow along, please.
You wait till the first light of dawn, and then you're gone, if I'm back or not.
Let's get rich and get back here before we encounter any more strangeness.
So how Jezebel is? Rough? Hairy? Stinky?
You make it all sound so bad, but it isn't like that. Look at your face. The scar is gone, and now you are the most beautiful of all the ladies I've ever seen. It's given back so much that had been taken away from you.
But I'm not interested in my looks. What use are they when I would live alone, knowing that the captain is still alive and has suffered as much or more than me?
Madam, how can you say that? He's been an absolute pig the entire voyage. Rough, rude, and not a drop of compassion for anyone.
But did you not hear his voice when he saw my face without the veil? When he recognized me? It was just as before we were parted. I was wrong to hide from him, and now I'll make no action that will jeopardize the smallest chance that we'll be together again. I will not drink from the spring.
But why not? The chances we see him tonight are next to nothing. And you see the way Jezebel is. If you don't follow her, she'll just as likely kill you.
I know. But I feel that everything I've ever lived for hangs in the balance. And to be honest, the only thing that would make any sense of it all would be to see Jacob again. And I'm not prepared to do anything that might endanger that. So I'll bear the consequences. But for you, Sarah, go ahead. Just be aware of what you might become.
Ha! The moon is rising. Tonight's the night! Yeah! Are we ready? Yeah! And I am sure that one of you will join us tonight with pleasure, won't you, Sarah? Life hasn't much in store for you. Oh, this might seem like quite an opportunity. Yeah, Sarah. Margaret, my dear Margaret. Still waiting for the old world to catch up. Well, it won't. Forget it. It's us or nothing. Yeah. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. Nothing. So take a moment and think. It's not too late to live.
If you're in a situation where your heart has been betrayed and you look back on your life and rue the choices that you made and you wish the clock would stop adding on the years.
to join in all the fun. To hell with the consequences, my decisions.
Come drink with us, come making such a fuss. Drink it down, and wipe away your frown. Here's last for living, away with your misgiving. Eternal youth is just a little drink away. The time for pondering has passed us by. It's the moment to consider if you want to try. We're off to drink the elixir of youth. You need to decide. It's time to face the truth. Come drink with us. So break your time across, drink it down, and wipe away your frown. Here's life's for living, away with your misgiving. Eternal youth is just a little drink away.
Come on, Sarah. Give her some time to think. She'll see she has no choice but to join us.
Yeah, come on over here. No point in worrying about her. She'll see sense eventually.
Oh, I wish it were easier for Margaret. It isn't so simple for her.
Look, sweetie, it's time you stop worrying about her. She ain't your missus no more. There's only one boss on this island, and that's Jezebel. The rest of us are all the same, one and all.
I don't know what her problem is. Every man I ever knew was a two-timing loser. But she'll soon work out what's better for her. Hey, Junior, come on over here and show us your tricks. You too, Nicholas.
You're right. I need to stop worrying and just let it all happen. It's not as if I have that much of a choice.
Right. Now come on and join in. For starters, we're gonna have to give you a new name. Sarah's alright for a maid, but it ain't gonna suit a pirate.
No. Too soon for a name. She first has to come on a raid. Then we'll see what she's about. For now, we can just call her... Half-about.
What sort of name is that?
I don't know. It's what they called me till they started calling me Knickers.
Why did they call you Knickers?
You'll find out soon enough. Come on, let's go down to the beach for a swim. Before the moon gets full, there you will see it all. Not that bad.
Yes, it is.
I've searched, I've found, and I've fallen. I've looked, I've seen, and I've cried. For a moment, my heart was open, and I'll keep that flame alive. I knew in that fleeting and
I could wish for this, but I did. And now, you're here.
Margaret, there's so much to say, but so little time. Let's leave. We can talk on the ship. Come on, let's go.
I say, that's a jolly good idea. Let's get a move. Oh. I say, that's a fine piece. I'm going to need something like that when we get back to port. Yes, it'll pay for my food and wine for a bit. Now, come on, let's go.
Oh, how I wish it could be that simple. Just to go. But I can't leave Sarah to this reckless life. It just isn't her. I'm sure it's only out of a wish to save me that she's going along with it. We have to take her.
What? Are you crazy? I've heard her. She made her own choice. Come on, let's leave. We've got to go now.
A complication. Tie me off then. At least I am. I'll see you back at the ship, shall we? Don't you be too long. I'll go and check on the rest of the crew. We wouldn't want them to be late, would we?
No, Jacob. Even if we are together and have found each other, I could never be happy knowing that I left her here. We have to take her. Now hide. We'll figure out a way. I know we will.
She was dead. Ha! The moon is nearly risen. Nothing in the bottle yet. Then again, nothing in the spring either. Hey! Where's the goblet? It was here earlier. You put it here. It was here before we left for the beach.
She must have taken it. It wasn't me. It was a strange old man, half naked. He walked in, gibbering and laughing, and just took it. I didn't stand a chance to say or do anything. Rangadoo, I knew we should have killed him when we had the chance. We'll just have to get another goblet from the cave. I'm not going to drink from the trough like an animal.
No.
Junior, take Frenchie and go get another one.
All right, come on, Frenchie. The moon is nearly full. We'll have to run.
Hurry! Now, I don't doubt that Rangadoo's been up to his mischief. But he's never been this bold before. So I'm just wondering if there isn't something else you wouldn't wish to tell me.
What could there possibly be to tell? That Captain Jacob has arrived on the island and is hiding in the trees over there, waiting to rescue Sarah and me? Leave me be. I accept my fate. I've no wish to prolong an empty life that is not worth living.
Oh, such great and powerful words from one with such a noble heart. I am sure you've worked it all out, my beauty. Just in case you haven't, let me spell it out for you. Either you drink with us, and you live. Yeah! Or else, you die. I will make sure that you have all the time to reflect on all the misery of your life before I finally put the light out in those pretty little eyes of yours.
don't know what to choose. It's all so beautiful. Look at this. It must be worth a fortune.
Well, I'm no judge of beauty or the worth that it may give. But who do you know who'd buy that? They'd have you up before the judge in the morning if you try to pawn that. Safe must be stolen. Better stick to the gold coins. easier to get rid of, no questions asked.
Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe just one piece for the missus, eh?
Well, good enough. But, come on, feed your bag and let's be gone. The rest of us are done.
What's that? I hear something.
Still here, are we? I say we haste back to the ship. A couple of sticks in the spokes, you might say. Time is, I think, better we all make ready to ship out as soon as we can.
The captain, has he got Margaret?
Well, he did have, and then he didn't have. And then, well, he might have, but anyway, come on, let's go.
The pirates are approaching! Hide at the center of the line!
Okay, just take one and let's get back. The moon will be full very soon and the spring won't wait for us.
True enough.
Hey, wait a second. This place is a mess. Rangadoo is really up to his tricks. It's time we caught him and put an end to his mischief. Right, but let's not dwell on it now. There'll be a chance enough for that later. Take this one and let's get going. Right, let's get back.
Hey, it's our Rangadoo. It's...
Oh, yes, it is, my dear. Very much so.
Let's sort this mess for the moment. But what the hell are they doing here?
Well, it appears they were coming to get a cup to drink their elixir with. They must have misplaced their normal one. Now, this could work in our favor. And then again, it could create problems.
Right now, the problem is that 2 pirates are expected to show up at the spring before the moon is full with this goblet. And if they don't, the pirates will come for us as soon as they've drunk from the spring.
Well, that's highly probable and most unfortunate.
Grab their clothes. Kitty, come here. And you do like this. Now you're about the same height and hair's the same color. Now you get yourself down there with the goblet pronto, or we'll not see the morning light upon the sea again.
Same height, but at least a foot difference.
Now shut your trap and get on with it. You'll just have to bend your knees when you get there.
Excellent idea. Jezebel and her merry bunch, they won't suspect a thing. They'll be so caught up in the moment of drinking the elixir. In fact, I think I should accompany them and make sure things go smoothly.
You know something? I had a funny feeling that this mess is something of your making. Now I'm letting you, don't let you out of my sight. Now, really make haste. Get yourself down there, and as soon as you have given them the goblet, get out of there and back to the ship. Don't you get messed up with the captain's business. That's his story, and for him to sort out. Our deal is to get back to the ship and sail at first light. Now, put this down over your eyes and you'll pass for one of them. And you! Where's this one?
I could have sworn he was there by your side.
All right, let's get back to the ship. We'll sail at first sight, and we wait for no one.
Right, my lovely. Here we go. The dawn of a new era for you and for me, the start of a great adventure. I can drink wherever I am and roam at will. I hear the spring. It's gurgling. The bottle, it begins to fill. Where are those two with the goblet?
Oh, there you two are. Took your own time. Give me the goblet and take your place for the night.
It fills! I'm free! Free at last! Ladies, drink! Yeah. To you!
hardly stir. My God, she's totally stuck. Billy, what are you doing here?
That's a long story. There's no time for that now. I'll have to tell it on the ship.
Rangadoo, come over here and help us, or there'll be no ride out of here for you on my ship.
What, me, sir? But I have so much to do and so little time to do it. They only don't sleep for long, and I only get this chance once a year, once a month. And the rest of the time, they hunt me like a rat, and I have to skulk and hide.
Stop your driveling and come over here and help us, or there'll be no ride for you out of here on my ship.
Well, that's assuming you have a ship to command. I see the dawn light is nearly coming, and they will surely sail out in the first rays of the sun.
Come on, Jacob. Don't waste more time on top. Boom! She's done it great! My God, we're so close. Billy, Ruggles, you two will have to get her to the ship. I'll manage somehow. Now move!
And you'll give us a hand with the lady, captain or no captain. I'll make sure there'll be no place on our ship unless you help us to get her aboard before you go.
I tell you, the spit that makes complete sense. I can come along now. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
On the storm. We will snap them if we put any more strain.
If we don't make the horizon, we have no need of any mast. Now unfurl the mainstay.
Pirate ship's coming round the point.
That's it. No choice. We'll have to fight it out. Turn the ship around and face them head on. Take the fight to them and hope our cannons sink them on the first salvo. Burn the guns. Prepare to fight.
Pirates bearing down fast.
You heard the lieutenant. Prepare to repel the pirates. You know the count. It's them or us. Billy, get the powder buggies ready. Maybe we get a second shot. Perhaps they don't expect a fight from us.
Aye!
Not well enough, I fear. The time has come for the two lovers to watch each other die.
story. This is real. And you're not for anything other than from a true person.
You're not too bad with a sword.
Who taught you how to fight? My father made sure I could take care of myself. The fight of passion. So long since it's run through my veins, I'm almost jealous. Not enough! The reason I let him live, so that he could watch you die, and you him. Yeah. And now, the time has come. Maybe you're right. But you know what? It feels so good to be free and just let my fate drive me on, rather than trying to put a break on it all. Jacob, we may have been parted by the waves of the ocean, but now we're together, and there we will stay forever.
Never give up. Fight on for what you believe.
You wouldn't do that. I know that much. You wouldn't mar your marriage with a memory like this, would you? Save your words, woman, and do as I say, or you'll find out how wrong you can be. Drop your sword and hand me the bottle. No! No!
Give it.
Now stand with your back against the mast. Ishmael, is this ship sound enough to bring us back to port?
If we don't push too much against the wind, we will reach there for sure. The mast as sound as any boat I made.
Then get your rabble crew off these decks and scurry away back to your isle. Billy? What's the depth of these waters? 20 fathoms more. Right. Then this is where we say farewell. And to this as well. No! And with that, we'll know where you'll be until the day the Navy arrive to do as they do with pirates of the sea. That's if I hear any ship that sails this way and does not make its destination.
Yeah. I'd say that's an excellent idea. And if I may propose a toast, one that will may endure longer than any of us, to love and its power to find itself. Yeah!